is pledges. Okay. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor
The
the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
All right, on the consent agenda, we've got approval of the minutes for October 2nd.
I move to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
First item is on the consent after the minutes is case file number 2025-71P. Property in the ETJ involves recommendation for a proposed final plat of the Gardendale subdivision, third filing, being a replat of Lot 1, Block 22, Gardendale subdivision, second filing, generally located on the southeast corner of Goldenrod and Sunflower. Anybody have a motion, or
Move to approve.
is there a second? Have a motion, second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Case file number 2025-86P is final plat of Homestead Cottages at Parks Bell Ranch, first filing, being 8.23 acres of land in section 45, block 41, T2S, TNP Railway Company survey. Have comments or a motion?
Move to approve.
Have a motion to approve. Have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Going on to case file number 2025-87P. This is the final plat of Homestead Cottages at Parks Bell, second filing, being 12.78 acres. Same
Move to
issues.
approve.
Have another motion from
Second.
Connie. Second from Gary. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. Case file number 2025-103P. This property is in the ETJ. It's final plat of Westmore Acres, second filing, being 2.45 acres of land out of lots 7 and 8, block 4, Westmore Acres.
Move to approve.
Well, Connie's hot on the approval. Let's go. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. Case file number 2025-118P. Again, we're in the ETJ. This involves final plat of Linzo Addition, being a replat of Lot 23, Block 20, West Ridge Subdivision, second filing.
Move to approve.
Way to go, Connie. Is there a second?
Second.
Have a motion second for approval of case file 2025-118P. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, we're going to move over to article number 4 on the agenda. This is, I think, the only matter that's a public hearing. This is case file number 2025-07AZ. It's a public hearing to consider approval of the request of LCA on behalf of Lico Properties Incorporated as owner for original zoning request, SPD Special Dwelling District, upon the annexation into the city limits of vacant land containing approximately 207.45 acres of land located in Section 1, Block 42, T2S, TNP Railway Company survey.
Good
Yes.
afternoon, Mr. Chairman and Planning and Zoning Commission members. We did send out 141 notices. One was approved, and we had 14 protests. I'll go ahead and pass around the protests that we received. We also had one returned letter. The applicant, LCA Consultant Legal Properties owner, is requesting an original zoning of SPD Special Dwelling District upon annexation into the city limits to facilitate development of housing. Staff did research. We forwarded all the requirements to all the entities. Staff recommends approval of the original zoning, SPD Special Dwelling District for commercial development, subject to conditions A through E, and that is shall adhere to all SPD Special Dwelling District standards and regulations. Approval of the site plan shall be required for SPD zoning district. Execution of a development and annexation agreement prior to council adoption. Approval of initial zoning concurrent with annexation hearing, and implementation of service plan timelines. And I'm here for any questions.
Okay, I haven't seen the protest. There's not coming around. What's the gist of the protest? What's everyone
So,
saying?
mainly there was, construction, the noise of construction, I'm thinking the fear is that they will not be developed to city standards, which they will be. There's still processes that need to take place. For now, we're just zoning the property to SPD. Normally, when a property comes in, it is required to have a zoning district. So they are applying the special dwelling district zoning to this location. But like I said, also, currently, we're just presenting the zoning. Once it moves forward, then we'll present the zoning and annexation to city council. The requirement is that they should have the service agreement by then to present as well.
All right, thank you. Any questions of staff? Okay. I would note that this is a public hearing, and so at this time, if anyone has anything to say in favor of or in opposition to this matter, now would be the time to come forward. If you would like to speak, I do need you to come to the podium and give us your name. All right, yes, ma'am, and you are?
Gracie Rodriguez, LCA 521 North Texas 79761. I would just like to confirm that the resolution issued by the Commissioners Court has been received probably about half an hour ago and was forwarded to the City of Odessa Planning Department.
Anybody have any questions?
These are ridiculous.
It's not gonna be an apartment complex, right? Okay, well, this one says they don't want tall buildings and things. I mean, I'm reading some of these that don't
No,
apply. Is
so
that right?
it's, and it's even, not even 1% of,
It's 9% of the best, however, it's only gonna be single family.
That's what okay.
no, but the protest is less than 1%.
These are ridiculous.
Okay.
Basically, this is a residential addition.
Yes.
Yes, it's gonna be for residential development and only single family.
Single family moving into
Single family per
correct?
lot, yes. Single story, well,
Maybe
actually, they haven't
two-story.
submitted their plans though. But our understanding in that location for SPD, it does allow for 1 story and 2 story, I think. However, they haven't submitted their documents yet.
And with two-story construction, city ordinances don't permit second-story windows to overlook certain
No,
parts of the house.
they don't permit that. Construction noise, I think I saw one there. It's usually they could start constructing from 7 AM, and I think the cutoff time, and I'm not sure, is also 6 or 7 PM. Somewhere in there.
Okay.
And the
Yes.
applicants here, if you guys wanna ask them questions, we can defer to him.
Okay. All right.
Called up today.
Howdy everyone, Levi Bryan with LCA 521 North Texas Avenue 79761. So this will kind of mirror the existing subdivision and SPD zoning to the west of Grandview. It's really kind of an extension of the current residential that's there. There is a buffer, there's a drainage easement that kind of separates what the new housing would be from the existing housing south of what's being annexed as well. So there's a little bit of a buffer on that as well. Yeah, and that would be, yeah, right there where his cursor's showing. Any specific questions I can help y'all?
This will be developed in phases.
Correct. This will be
200
developed.
acres, but it'll be broken up.
Correct. And as part of this process, we'd still have to present a preliminary plat to y'all that y'all would have to vote on, and then those final plats as well. So all that is yet to be coming to y'all. We'd have to go through Public Works for water and sewer extensions, roadway improvements, drainage improvements, just as we normally would. So this is just the first part of getting that process and this development going off the ground.
Been trying to develop that for the last 30 years.
Yes, sir.
It's finally coming.
Right.
And on the
And
200
yet-
acres, we're looking at how many homes just roughly, residences?
I don't remember quite offhand, probably north of 1,000 maybe total for that section.
Any idea on price ranges?
I don't, not at this time, no, sir. It'd be, again, very similar to the product that is just west of Grandview there.
Okay, any further questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I would again ask, is there anyone in the audience today that wishes to speak in favor of or in opposition to this matter? Again, now would be the time to come forward.
I just have some questions. Are we permitted to ask questions?
Yes, yes.
I may not know the answer, but you can ask a question. Would you give us your name, please?
My name is Gary Leathers. I live at 35 Hawaii Cove, Odessa, Texas, 79762. I am here basically on a fact-finding mission. I received a notification in the mail. I am within 100 feet of the proposed additions that they're wanting to add on. So I can't say whether I am for or against anything. I understand that as far as a residential area, I was curious to know how many houses they were going to put in. And the gentleman sort of answered my question. There's a drainage ditch that was dug after the subdivision was built on the west side of Grandview. And we've got the mounds of hills that is behind that. But my question was, are we going to extend Tanglewood into this subdivision? And what are we going to do with that big drainage ditch that is just dirt? I mean, basically, they just came in, they dug a ditch deep enough, and so far, unfortunately, we haven't had enough rain that has even required water to fill in that. But I was just curious as to, are we going to improve that drainage ditch, or is it just going to be a dirt drainage ditch? And are we going to extend Tanglewood?
Okay. Those are good questions to which we do not know the answer, but I think there's probably someone in the audience that can tell us if the developer's
Thank you.
Consultant will come forward and please address those issues for us.
There are plans that we'll extend Tanglewood and it'll eventually connect to Yukon. So that's in the works now. Currently, right now, we have plans for the culverts crossing that drainage ditch to extend Yukon. So that's the first part that we have. That's under design and I think approved. So we're working on getting that permitted and built here in the future. The drainage ditch itself may not see any more improvements other than being completed. And that drainage ditch is sized for not only everything to the west of Grandview, but everything coming from the north as well. And then that goes to a big detention basin that used to be behind Graham's and now is Stonegate Church, Fellowship Church back there.
Right.
So as far as what other improvements that's needed for that basin, we'll have to work through those with Public Works in the city of Odessa.
Could you also tell me how many houses y'all are thinking about putting up on this? Because you're going from Grandview to Parkway, correct?
Correct. There is the frontage of Grandview and the frontage of JBS will probably be reserved for commercial retail spaces.
Yes.
But in between that, there's 207 acres. I think there's probably north of 1,000 homes kind of planned for that.
Okay.
And that'll be broken up into phases.
I'm
as
in the
developed.
subdivision of the Fountains,
Okay.
and that's got 110 properties. So I was just curious on how many, because that is a much bigger area than what the Fountains is.
Sure.
So I
Sure.
was just curious on how many more, and I understand, I mean, it's just a blank field.
Sure.
And I mean, and just from personal knowledge, all that was there before was cows, and they kept breaking through the fence and they'd be coming down our alley.
Sure.
So I had steers coming down the alley. But, and I understand that we need to start developing, because everything is moving north towards that way, so.
Sure.
I just was curious on what the plans were, because all we have now is just that big drainage ditch.
Sure,
And then
sure.
all the mounds of dirt that are behind it that they never did do anything with.
Right. You'll see that start being developed and cleaned up now that we're planning that.
Okay.
Not sure which phase will be taken off first, whether it's kind of adjacent to Grandview or adjacent to Tanglewood.
Right.
Still working through that in our lot counts. I will say minimum lot size is probably gonna be the standard 5,500 square feet, 50 by 110s.
Yes.
That we are typically seeing, that same product, and we'll extend that out through that, what's planned here. So, and there's a few things, encumbrances we're having to work around for the time being as well.
Well, trust me, we've had several instances where people have decided they were going to extend Tanglewood even though there's nothing there behind it.
Yeah.
Because they ended up going through that barrier and into the ditch.
Sure.
So, I mean, and I can't tell you how many times people will drive down Tanglewood, go all the way up to that barrier and go, oh, it's not a through street. Turn around and go all the way back to 52nd to have to get back to another area. So
Sure.
I just was curious. Thank you.
As expected though, Tanglewood might not be completed all at one phase. It
Right.
might be kind of as development occurs going to the north. So
Are you talking about starting at one end or the other and then working your way
we'll start from the south
south?
and then work north.
Okay.
So at least you'll be able to cross over the drainage channel and not go in it.
So you're going to keep the drainage ditch for sure?
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That crossing,
So you're
there'll
not
be
gonna have
culverts.
properties butting up against the barbed wire fence that's basically
No,
on the
sir.
opposite side of my alley?
No, sir. No. Though
Yeah.
that drainage ditch will stay and remain.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
That's it. Thank
All right.
you. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
You've educated
Great,
me.
thank you, thank both of you. Is there anyone else in the audience that has comment, wishes to speak at this time in favor of or in opposition to this matter? Seeing no one making a motion to come forward, I will close the public portion and turn to the commission, ask.
Move for
is there-
approval.
All right, have a move, okay, motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, I would say that this motion passes. Just have a couple comments. You know, we do take the comments made by citizens seriously. There were a number of comments, people were concerned about traffic and congestion, but as a practical matter, that area is just right for residential. Those people who are complaining about having construction in their backyard, I don't think they'd want commercial, light industrial or light commercial or, you know, other uses coming in. Residential makes perfect sense. With that said, we are down to miscellaneous portion of our commission meeting. It's subpart 5, miscellaneous. Case file number 2025-126P involves staff's recommended conditions for proposed short form plat of DG Holdings Odessa, being a subdivision of 2.5 acres of land, section 41, block 43, T2S, TP Railway Company survey. Property is generally located on the west side of Moss Avenue. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the owners, Salvador and Teresa Aranda, and consultant Dirksen Engineering, are seeking approval of plat to create one lot for ownership purposes. Staff does recommend approval of the short form plat of DG Holdings Odessa, subject to condition A.
Okay.
Right there.
Anybody got hard questions? Easy questions?
Move for approval.
Have a motion for approval. Is there a second? Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. Last matters, case file number 2025-127P, moving into the ETJ. This involves proposed replat of Knox Industrial, second filing, being 2.6 acres, and a replat of lots 1 and 2, block 4, Knox Industrial, according to the plat of record, cabinet B, page 135C. Generally located on the east side of South Knox Avenue. And the winner is.
What was? Oh, my apologies. We had a bit of an issue with the maps lining up correctly in the presentation. So the text on the side is incorrect, but the map on the screen is correct. So that's where a little bit of confusion is with this presentation going on. However, the owners, Alan Cannon Sr. and the consultant, Piper Surveying Company, are seeking approval of a plat to create 5 lots for ownership purposes. I believe this is the correct.
Yeah, I think my papers were
Yeah, no.
reversed. when I printed
You
them.
may have to look in your agenda to see the
Right, yeah.
plat. I don't know that I saw it in the presentation here. But these are the conditions the staff is proposing. Yes, it'd be on the very back page.
At the end of the day, it's a basic plat with lots and,
Yes, sir, yes,
Standard
it's 5
conditions.
lots. They're replatting 2 lots into 5.
okay? If there are not any questions, I'd stand.
I move for approval.
All right, way to go, Connie. All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. And Connie gets the award for
I move for approval.
no approvals. I don't have, anything else?
No, sir.
Have any plats to sign? All right, have a motion to adjourn,
So moved.
second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Any
I
opposed?
already
Say-
moved to
Did
adjourn. You
No,
just didn't hear me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
I
took
did.
one of
Yeah.
my remarks away.